In this
Uh,
show, right, we're going to try and do a few features, aren't we? Obviously, people can holler at us for
things,
different things.
yeah, things you can put on your arm. That'll be a
Things you
feature.
can, you can put on your arm.
Things you must never put on your arm.
Yeah, please
Mm.
put in the comments, yeah. Things you can put
Coronavirus.
on your arm. Things
Ooh.
you can put on your arm, yeah. That could you can wipe off with a piece of tissue and your arm's clean.
Yeah.
Comments. That's fascinated
John,
you, isn't it, John?
I thought this was going to be professional. When you called me up and said, "Hey, man, I'm a big time producer. I've got this great idea for a show.
Mm.
We're going to talk about putting stuff on our arms." Well, well, you started off making funny noises doing yoga. I was thinking, okay, this is going in the direction I wasn't expecting. Before I know it, I'm up to my arm, up to my elbows in poo. What's
They're not
going on,
even
man?
funny noises, mate. They were the noises you heard inside the place, inside the rave, innit? And now everyone's inside the place. We're all on lockdown, innit? So we're inside. You know what I'm
Good time. Kill you, room. No, listen, mate. In my music, me and my, like, I like a bit of R&B, bit of soul, bit of reggae. There's none of that DJ talk.
We're going to get into this later, actually, because John's been sending me some tunes over the last few days, and it has been making me laugh. There's a particular music called soca, right? If you don't know
Don't
about
knock,
it, you get to
not,
know about it.
not knock the soca, mate. Soca music, it's where it's at, bro. It's where it's at.
John's been sending me some tunes, right? That like we're going to have to. I think in the next show we're
Right.
gonna play one of the tunes for a bit, and then we're going to discuss the track because I cannot believe I've never met. I'm not. This isn't even. I'm just going to say it. I've never met a white guy into soca
Soca
as
music, man.
much. And then I've never met many people into soca as much as you. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
my house burned down, my wife left home, but I don't care because I got my soca. I'm not that happy with soca music, man. I got pull on my arm, but I don't care. It do no harm, I got my soca. Can't do it, man. Soca music. Everyone should be playing soca music during these times.
This
Corona,
is
leave me alone now. It's brilliant.
this is it, right? I mean, people have watched TV and stuff. I don't really have the attention span for TV. Hence, probably why we're doing this show, right? To keep our mental health together. We can't go out and perform at the
Keep
moment.
it real.
I can't get to the studio to record anything. I feel blessed that I'm still working. We'll get into that in a few shows. Um, and like big shouts go out to all those out there who've lost loved ones as well throughout this, man, because I know a few of them as well. So yeah, my condolences goes out to all them families. But yeah, we've just figured like I don't know. I listen to a lot of music. I'm a music listener. I probably don't put the TV on till well to watch the 5 o'clock thing, and then
I
I
watched
don't really
five
watch.
o'clock. I watched the Dominic Raab show with Rishi.
The... I was like, I know that name, you know, I know that name. Yeah, I know who he is.
Rishi. Yeah, no,
MC
I fascinates me.
Robert, MC Dominic Robert,
Rama.
inside.
That's good. You've just got to do what you got to do to get through these times. And to be honest with you, I'm a Londoner, so social isolation. We don't talk to anyone anyway. So it's easy to ignore people and walk past them in the street without giving them 12 feet distance. It's not like you out in the countryside. All right, there, mate.
It's funny you say that, man. I went to one of the National Trust places just before they got locked down. Actually, I think it was the day before they got locked down. And I was walking along, and this is going to be a feature as well in the show. And the title of the feature is going to be, "Oh my, what's happened here?" Hmm? Or, as the Caribbean person would say, "A waddy blood clot." A waddy blood clot. Right? So I was walking along in the National Trust place, and a kid just immediately like at that moment started crying, but really crying in it. And I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?" Like looked up and see this mother carrying the child, and she said the most St Albans thing I've ever heard. I had to write it down. She said, "Oh, honey, did you just hit yourself in the eye with a sharp bit of breadstick?" A sharp bit of breadstick, you know. Like I was like, "Wow, a waddy blood clot."
First world problems.
For
Yeah.
real. I think we're noticing them.
Was there a warning on the box?
They didn't come in a box, mate. People are going through the
How
woods
was
with
it? Was it a fat
breadsticks.
little kid?
They decant. They decant from the box into some next container, in it. Do you know what I mean? That
How
box would have loved.
hungry is the boy that is trying to stick it in his eye, in his ear? Like, kid's got a problem eating. That's what
Mate,
it's eat
I realised my class then because I thought to myself, I didn't even know about a breadstick until I went to uni.
breadstick. Don't need no sticks, mate. Don't need, no breadsticks. Bread. Leave it
When I
alone.
grew up,
It's,
a
it's
breadstick. A breadstick was a baguette, innit? That's what it was when I grew up.
You can't get a hard dough breadstick. That's what you want.
So breadstick, innit?
That'd be a weapon, wouldn't it?
And then you get stopped and searched. You get found with the hard dough breadstick. Oh my days!
Please, sir. I'm having some fun. Um, I think. Have you heard any good conspiracy theories? Though I'm really loving all the conspiracy theories.
Well, this is another section we're going to try and put on the show, right? Like, what do we call it? Wagwan would be the
Well,
section title,
yeah,
which
like
is basically Wagwan. What's the newest conspiracy theory? What's your one for this week then?
well, I'm loving all this 5G stuff where coronavirus isn't real. It's just to keep us all in their houses so they can put cables under the pavements. I like that one. It's good. Yeah.
I mean, I can't necessarily refute it, but I mean, and when I say like I'm a scientist. I can't say that I know too much about it, but when I see somebody with a meter and the meter's reading red, and then like I don't know what the meter is, or whether the meter's been calibrated, or like what the meter's reading, like I don't know how excited I can get about that little
Who
short
have you
movie.
seen? Who is this person you've seen with the red meter?
I don't know because they don't show their face. It's just a red meter
So
in the
it's
road,
just,
isn't it?
it's like the X-Files.
It could, true, you say it could be Cancer Man.
You're looking out the window, there's a man just with a hat and a cigarette and a meter, and he just shows it to you like that and then walks away.
Off into the smoke, into the mist.
I'm trying to start a rumor that the virus has been spread by Amazon. All their bubble wrap is full of Chinese breath, and what happens is they wrap the presents in it, send it to the West. We open the present, then we pop the bubble wrap, releases the corona into the air, and kills us all off, and that's why they can take over the world.
I'm just disappointed that you pop the bubble wrap and you don't reuse it.
You got to pop the bubble wrap. What's the point of it? You lie it on the floor. Come on, we all do this, don't we? You lie the bubble wrap on the floor, you get naked, just roll around on it.
I mean, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. You do realise this is going out to the public. But like,
this could start. This could start. You got to be careful on that bubble wrap, mate. Got to be careful with it. It's just difficult. It's just people are isolated. When they're isolated, your brain starts coming up with things that make sense. And
yeah, I'm now thinking that you buy things from Amazon just for the bubble wrap. You don't even.
That's right.
It's like, oh yeah, I just want to get naked and
I've
lie over this.
I've got rolls of the stuff, mate. I love it. I love it. I've got a dealer. I can't see him anymore, so I'm socially isolated. I ring him up. Like, do you want the good stuff? Yeah, give me 1/8 of a meter.
Oh my days. Oh my days. But yeah, man, I was going to say the power of music in it. Like for me, I've noticed during the lockdown this week, my thing has been disco. I've realised you can't really get angry, or I can't really get angry when I'm listening to disco. Do you know what I mean? Or frustrated. For example, Sister Sledge. You know, we're lost in music. Caught in a trap.
I don't remember the Minna bit. Is that like a mashup with the puppets? What's that all about?
Lost in music. Yeah, that's the bit. That's my favourite bit.
Sounds familiar. No, we because I was brought up in Hackney, so like I say, a lot of soul music, a lot of R&B, a lot of reggae, a lot of soca. Music will elevate your spirit. It will lift you up, as long as it's the right stuff, not this angry noise.
So if Sister Sledge, right, is the track of the week for me, what would be your track of the week?
Footsteps. I don't need footsteps following me. He uses the same riff.
Ah. And who does this?
You can meet me.
No, the artist.
Well, Francis Ray does it. There's a few people have done it, but that's the one to get. I'll send you the link. Francis Ray.
Ah, Franco.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, good. So you put your music on, get your beats up, get you walking around, and it will elevate your spirit. Music can liberate your mind. I always struggled though. I never really heard rock music or that kind of indie stuff till I went to university. I remember going to a nightclub in Manchester, and they were playing the Smiths, and I'm like, what kind of nightclub is this? And there was loads and loads of white kids with black lipstick and tight jeans dancing around to Morrissey, and I was thinking, well, there must be is there like a bit of Luther? Let's get a bit of Luther on, son. No, but it wasn't him.
Did they get no Luther?
No, I just used to fascinate me because it's just not what I was brought up with. To me, Teddy Pendergrass, Mays, Frankie Beverly, it's proper. That's your music for love.
Do you know what done my parents' head in and my brothers and that when I finally scraped enough money from my paper round to buy my first album on tape? Guess what I bought, mate? KLF, The White Room.
Oh
And my
yeah,
parents and family were like, "We did not bring you up like this."
last train
But
to
they,
Grand Central. That was it, wasn't it?
yeah, for real.
Weren't they? Weren't they a wind up? Weren't they just a proper wind up? Were they a proper music band? Or I was never sure if they were.
I'm gonna be careful when I mention this because one of the members, I know his son, so I don't really want to say anything too tough because it's his dad, isn't it? But yeah, I know there was some. I know that the rumor that they burnt £1 million is definitely true.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was they were they like artists or they were expressionists or something, and music was just one of the many things they did. Something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I should find out more for another show, man.
Do yes, do a whole episode on them. But no, I like music with words and a story. That he loves her, she loves him, and then they not sure if they should be together. And in the end, they get together and a little hook bass line, a nice little two-step dance. None of this. I just struggle, man. It must be an age thing. I can't cope with like a lot of this, the kind of grime and grunge and drunge. Yeah.
I think the thing that gets me a little is, and it's a beautiful thing to come out of the lockdown. Really, I've got two tracks in particular that I've never released, and I'm always like, oh, I'm a perfectionist. I want it to be this. I want it to be this. I want it to be this. Both of these tracks somehow have real big poignancy in the lyrics with what's going on now. One of them is about, well, no, I won't say what they're about because we'll probably cover them in another show. But the one thing this lockdown's done is kind of kicked me up the arse to release these tracks, and whether they're perfect or not doesn't matter. If they can help another person, like with how they're feeling, then just release it, innit? I mean, all the tracks that we've said there from memory, if the artist decided to be as much of a pernickety person as me, then we'd never hear that track because it'd still
Yeah,
be
but
sat just
most
on their
are
computer.
most creatives. That's the thing that they lack is that ability to get it across the line. So you're saying you're being pernickety, that perfectionism, that's holding you back. That's like when people run a marathon and they hit the wall at 13 miles. You're not releasing the track because you're hitting the wall. So it's a
Yeah,
case.
and I think
Yeah.
I think someone else said it like, "Don't let perfect be the enemy of good." So in the next couple of weeks, I'll release these tracks. We'll kind of discuss them on here. Probably play the whole track, um, and discuss what you think. Maybe talk about why I wrote it and what it's about and stuff. But yeah,
Is one
generally
of
it's just gonna
them
be about.
is one of them about poo on your arm?
I'm writing that right now. That's my new track. It's on my new album. Poo on your arm.
You've got to get back in sync to do that bit though, because you can't. It's difficult to go from chatting to chorus. Stormzy kind of sometimes manages to get away with it, but although why does he now think he can sing? Is that just me?
I'll be honest, mate. When I started singing, I couldn't sing, and I'm not saying he can't sing either. But when I started singing, I clean couldn't sing. My parents had to just listen to me making a whole heap of noise in the house. After time, I got much better, much better. So I think he can sing personally.
Yeah, but I think you should do one or the other, mate. Okay, Stormzy, come on, son. You're a genius at what you do. Just stick to the one thing. You with me? You're a goalkeeper, playing goal, son. Don't be taking penalties.
This is brilliant because my first track, I sing and I rap on it. So let's see. We'll do that one first, I reckon. So yeah, generally, we're going to probably talk in the next show about when both of us maybe some experiences from bad gigs and how we get past that. But for this show, just to offer a little gem, when I've ever had like a particularly bad gig, the realization that you're not going to feel crap forever stops you feeling crap for so long. Would you agree?
Yeah, listen, mate. Don't over celebrate your success. Don't wallow in your failures. Just learn from every experience. There's as much as you can enjoy a good gig. When a gig is bad, there is a kind of intrinsic value to it, and it's about realizing that it's a lesson for life. Things are tough, man.
And the only thing I'll add to that is when you have a good gig and it goes exactly as you wanted it to, you don't learn anything. You learn nothing. Like, because you went out there, it goes exactly as you wanted, everything, all the reactions, everything. You come back, you feel good, but you didn't learn anything.
Yeah,
Whereas you only ever learn from those difficult, back against the wall moments, you know. And there's a lot of reggae music talks about this. Maybe I should pick a track that actually talks about that. But I find that maybe this whole lockdown thing is an opportunity for us to learn about ourselves, right? And increase our levity by knowing what makes us tick as individuals, each one of us, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's, everything's a learning experience. Just take something from something. Enjoy it. This is lockdown, people. You may have 12 weeks of this, and there's nothing you can do about it but just accept.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. I reckon this is the end of the first show, peeps. If you like it or you want us to discuss anything in particular, then put it down in the comments. If you didn't like it, then maybe it's not for you. That's all good. Do you know what I mean? But we're not trying to
No,
spread any hate here.
just get over yourself. Don't like it. Find something else to look at. Go
Yeah,
about your business. Go about your business.
indeed, man. We're just trying to spread some positive vibes. And if there's anything in particular you want us to talk about, then yeah, let us know, man.
Yeah, someone's going to go, I want to know, I've got poo on my arm and I'm really interested to know the most effective way of getting it off. It's shocking. Just shocking. It's Good Friday. You shouldn't be using that sort of language.
Well, as I said before, man, he is John Ryan.
And he is Jonathan Prince. Or is he? Could be a
That's
fat
annoying.
German
That's
in the
annoying because
background.
I can't whistle, man. That's annoying. But yeah, we're the two Johnnies, the two Johnnies out
Johnny's.
here, two Johnnies. Yeah, catch you on the next episode. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.
Very good.